this is tough. You know what I mean? And then they had 500,000 people over there. Now, they only lost 58,000 people. That's what they say. But for them, that's a lot of people. Anarchy in the States. Blacks not wanting to go, whites not wanting to go. It's a poor man's war, right? But it affected him so much, he had to go off the gold standard. And they've never been healed from that. Neither has Agent Orange, the Vietnam vets, and all of that, right? Hey, they still, when they have what was Rolling Thunder and all that, the Vietnam vets are kind of like my age, in the mid-70s. Well, I would have been, if I'd have been dumb enough to go, I would have went, it ain't possible. I never would have went to that thing. Although I was going to join the Army when I was 17, thank God I went to the penitentiary instead. Man, that was a break. Okay. Psychological guerrilla warfare. Harass, disturb, and produce imbalance and arrogance so as to accelerate the decline of the West. Okay, just look at it. Whether we take Donald Trump, and remember we was watching Don, and it was just hilarious, because Don would step on all of the Bushes and all them people and talk about them, all you weak, low energy Bush, all that stuff. He would talk about them bad. And just remember now, we said at first, somebody raised him up to destroy the Republican Party. And he's done that. No matter what they vote, it don't make no difference. He's also destroyed the credibility of the United States of America. Okay? Therefore, he's been very successful, but he's made two bums, elevated them where he should have dropped them. That's Saudi Arabia and the Zionist state. And right now, the administration that they have now, Biden administration, cannot make peace with the Iranians because of what that guy did. So they have to sneak and do it. Weaken their will and destroy their attitude and everything. The people ran out of Afghanistan. It's clear that what they did. Like we tell all the Negroes here, don't trust boss man, he gonna dump you. Look at the Afghan government. Who dumped who? Boss man dumped him and got the people in worse shape than the Vietnamese. Remember the Vietnamese was holding on to them helicopters in 75? It was despicable. We worked for you, boss man. We helped you. We snitched on everybody. We got to go. Hey, man, goodbye. Look at Don now. Look what he did in Iraq a few years ago, but look today with those poor Afghanis that believed him. And they making it like, well, we got to get the paperwork together. We gonna, hey, man, you know the people, you got their names and addresses that work for you. Load them on a boat and bring them on over. They don't want them. They just, they done lied to them. They done lied to them royally, and that's the same way they did the Negro. We'll get to that a little later. Never trust bossmen. We tell everybody, I guess people think, well, we might think they're crazy, but they think that something is wrong with us because we tell them this stuff in detail. We tell everybody in detail, oh my goodness, oh boss man speak with a forked tongue. It ain't us, said the Indian said that the man, he that's what he do. He don't have any other program than that. He picked up and ran out, and the deal, why he doesn't have the Afghanis there, the other brothers, his so-called friends, because he's working a deal to stab his so-called friends in the back. It's clear, because he says goodbye, everybody. Now they're in Bagram Air Force Base. They just got everything. They said goodbye, and they gone. And the people are standing there holding their children saying, well, what about us and our babies? That's not technically funny, but it's mean. You're going to leave them people behind like you did everything else, everybody else. Boss man going to leave you behind. You think he's going to jump off when it's time for people to get drowned? He's going to say, well, I've been here a long time. I'm going to jump in the ocean and drown. No, he's going to look around for who he's going to throw overboard, right? He does that. You know, yeah, we feel sad for the people, but we didn't tell them we don't have any power, any authority to chase people down and tell them this is what about. Well, we do the best we can right here. We can tell them. And then the people here, they think, I'll get to some of the people here a little later. Okay. Motion to exclude Secretary of State's filings as unreliable. The thing about Secretary of State that, you know, the paperwork that we have, it says evidence codes 1530, they contain unreliable hearsay. Any person can simply fill out the statement of information form and submit it for filing to the Secretary of State. That's just something from the trial that we was having in Oakland. A supplementary report notes that Ream Sr. was belligerent and confrontational on the scene. When family members of Mr. Mujahid entered the building, Reams followed them inside, yelling at them that they were not allowed inside. Police asked Mr. Reams Sr. to stay on the sidewalk. Okay, ultimately they put me in the car, the police car. They're going in our building, and they put me in the police car. They come down at Juma, after the Juma, I'm serving food like I do here. They said they shot the dogs down there. You know, they want me to come down there. Mr. Mujahid's gun charges were subsequently reduced to misdemeanors. The animal cruelty charge, shot 2 dogs, was dismissed. You think white folks are going to dismiss a charge? You shoot dogs? And then it's a long trial. The trial, they stated that he said, and what, you open the door to go into the nursery and the dogs were there? Yes. So why didn't you just close the door? And then he said, after you shot the dogs, you walked through the building? And then what about the bullet holes in the screen? Then the officer said, yeah, we discovered 3 bullet holes in the screen. And he shot inside it with 3 more shots to make sure they were dead. Okay. The undersigned being sworn says on information, Clarence Reams did not or did in the county of Alameda, about November 17, 2017, commit a misdemeanor, 602. That is refusing to leave private property. I'm not going to show you the deed, but everybody knows, even today, everything's in my name. Undersigned, sworn information believed Clarence Reeves did in the county of Alameda. Okay, that's the same one as before. Psychological guerrilla warfare, right? That's been our theme. Now I'll draw all of that together and explain what we're up to today. That from here, we call this the third stage of guerrilla warfare, psychological guerrilla warfare. So we're setting up a counter-Zionist research project. Counter-Zionist research project. That's what that building is about, and we'll use the other for something associated with that. In other words, the property that we have now is not money-making property, because we're in another phase. The phase that we're in right now is we're not on the defensive, we're on the offensive. But we've always been on a strategic defense. Strategic defense is when your strategy, for us, your strategy is so well put together that wherever you manipulate the enemy to go, they're there in relationship to your leading and guiding them and baiting them to go that way. Their position to them may seem advantageous, but you are manipulating them to go in a position, and that position is advantageous to you and a disadvantage to them. You can see it everywhere. We just mentioned Afghanistan, right? We mentioned Vietnam. We mentioned 1975 when they were on the top of U.S. embassies. We mentioned Iraq, right? And also we mentioned right now, this very minute in Afghanistan, after 20 years, good God Almighty, 20 years, after dropping the biggest sub-nuclear bomb in history, a daisy cutter, on the Afghan people, they're still rolling right along. The people told them like we told them about us. Ain't nobody worried about you, boss man. You can throw all the punches you want. We ain't going nowhere. We haven't went nowhere. We don't have scars. We don't have scar tissue. Nor do we have paranoia. We trapped them with paranoia by what we wrote. That you got to keep an eye on everybody. That means we're going to be going around like this. Who you? What you doing here? Why you say that? What you trying to do to us, right? You haven't picked up none of that. At least, well, I don't think. I don't think that we have put any of that out. You know why? Because ain't none of it in us. It's not in us. That's to trap them. And guess what? They got trapped so bad. I'll talk about it a little later. But they have some things on this phone about what we said and what we did. Right? I don't know if you ever seen any of it, but you sent it all to me. Imagine. We're sitting here I am now with a t-shirt on. And they run that for a minute. The next one, right along with that, I got an overcoat this winter. Right? The next time I got on, every time in a 7-minute video, I got 3 or 4 things on. You ever notice that?
I haven't watched the full one. Yeah, I might see like the first 20 seconds.
Okay, but right. Anytime you watch him, you will see that here I am right? And you watch a little bit, and I'm wearing something different. And they're playing, Imam Musa said this. Yeah, we da 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 da. And then it cuts off. And then something else comes in. That's what I'm saying is that you don't see, they don't show anything where they show this is what I said and this is what I meant. They don't do that. Okay, that's part of the trap. That is the trap. Let them trap themselves. Let them trap themselves. Make them make a fool. Because as soon as you mention it, you said, that's what I said? Well, what did I have on when I said that? Got the whole winter garb on, right? Then next thing, I say something else similar to that. I'm wearing a t-shirt in the summer.